In the equity markets today, the best performer on a strong day was the September NASDAQ futures, up all day long. First up session in the last six for the NASDAQ. As a matter of fact, we opened a little bit higher than yesterday's settlement, and the low today, 11,358.50, was 1/10% higher than yesterday's settlement, 11,346.50. The high today up almost 4%, 3.94% to be exact, at 11,794.25. We finished the day right up around 2.25%. Pretty good day overall for the NASDAQ. Now, we had an FOMC decision today, and as I already mentioned, the NASDAQ was up, but it really rallied up towards its highs after the decision of a 75 basis point rate hike by the FOMC. That's the largest rate hike since 1994. The Federal Reserve said it expects the Fed funds rate to increase by another roughly 1.75 percentage points over the next four policy meetings to end the year above 3%. If you went by the math, it would be about 3.4% or so on average. Now, looking at it from that perspective, Chairman Powell also said that the next meeting it would likely be appropriate to have a 50 or 75 basis point rate hike, but he didn't rule out 25 either. He was vague-ish, but he did mention those two numbers. The Fed sees inflation as gauged by the PCE price index rising by 5.2% by year end. That's up from March's 4.3%, and the core, which is ex-food and energy, to 4.3%. Again, that's the core PCE. Now, yields fell after this, so at least for now, the Fed believes the market's actions are enough and potentially enough to help heal the inflation, at least over time. We saw the 2-year go from 345 yesterday to 322. That's down 23 basis points. 5-year fell by 22 basis points. 10-year dropped all the way to 331. That's 18 basis points lower than yesterday. And the 30-year to 334. That's 11 basis points lower than yesterday, and we saw the yield curve steepen from where it was yesterday and where it was earlier in the day. But we do have the 5/10s still inverted by 8 basis points and the 5/30s still inverted by 5 basis points.